All right, it's been a while since Will It Start. I guess we're gonna work on this fella. What do we got here? Troy Bilt Pony, I think it is. Tires are mostly flat. The engine locked up. Yes! Engine won't turn. Oh goody. Spark plug hole is open with stuff hanging in there. I guess first thing I'm gonna do is pull those pins out of the wheels, see if this thing will then roll. I think there's some way you can get it to roll, but it's not, it's locked up now. All right, let me get it to roll and get it someplace where I can fold it and see if the engine can get unstuck. Okay, I think what I read online is you gotta pull that pin out and see in there. I think the wheels are supposed to slide up the axle, then you put the pin back in, so then the wheel's not tied to the axle. It can just spin around it. Then you can drag it around where you want. Otherwise, there's only one lever. Engage or not, I guess. Or forward and reverse, I don't know. But there's clearly not two levers for drive mechanisms, unless they're supposed to be. I don't know. But yeah, in order to get it to roll, pins out, see if those wheels will slide in on the shaft. Let's see what happens. Oh, God. Oh, well, all right. I thought that was frozen on there. That might be easier than I thought. All right. Let's see about this side. Oh, I think. Yeah. Oh, well. Huh. Okay. All right, Dan. Next, I'm going to pour a combination of tranny and Marble Mystery Oil down its spark plug hole here. There. Just did it. See if I can't get the motor to spin over. I'm guessing no way pulling on the. I can't really. How can I put you so you can see? Hold on. Let's do it like that. What are the chances? I'm pulling pretty damn hard. Well. Alright, then. Those are riveted on. Of course they are. So, I'm going to turn the camera off here and take the shroud bolts out. Remove the shroud over here. And then I can get on the end of the shaft with something. See if it'll turn that way. Hold on. This doesn't look good. Either the flywheel's off the shaft or the bearing's totally hosed or something is definitely not good. I could be wrong, but it seems like this is going to be an autopsy report. Well, I don't know. Let's get something and jam it in there and see if we can get this to turn, but that ain't good. Alright, this is either gonna make something happen or not. Well, it does go around. No compression, of course. That figures. So, Well, it's probably an autopsy report, but let's see what happens. Let's pop the flywheel off and see what's under there, and then we'll take the head off, see what's under there. Maybe one of the valves is, maybe it's just the front bearing needs to be replaced, and one of the valves is stuck. Maybe that front bearing is cheap online, who knows? Let's tear into it and find out. I think in the interest of messing with this easier, you take this off, make sure I have access to the belt under here. Probably do anyways, but the point is, take these engine mount bolts off and just remove the motor and plop it up on the workbench without the rest of this. It'll be easier to fool with it. Let me do that off camera. Well, we got her off there, and there's lots of fun. See, woohoo! That doesn't look so good. And of course, as you saw, I don't know what that's about, and the no compression. But hey, at least it's up there on the workbench. It's a little fella. I think there's no sticker on it, or any information. But I think it's a Tecumseh. Well, I know it's a Tecumseh. I think it's a 3.5. So let's take off the flywheel first and see what's under there. Contact. Whoopsie. Man, I remember the dark days before having an impact, struggling. That's just not fair. I remember fighting so hard to get the flywheel nuts off before the days of 1/2-inch impact gun. Good times. Well, is it loose? That would be too lucky, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Can't get this lucky, can we? Just a little, maybe. No, you gotta get the puller. Know that. All right, hold on. Well, of course, didn't have the camera going. I just wedged these back there between a bolt head and the thing and gave that a, and she popped off. So let's see what joys await. Well, what do we see? Yeah, that bearing is pooched, but heck, that thing's replaceable, I think. Let's not get excited yet. The guy could have put a spark plug in here and tested for spark, but let's get the rest of this going. Which size are these? You guys are supposed to know. 1/2-inch. Come on. Now, can we get lucky that they're all the same length? Oh no, you trickster, see? Just like I was expecting. All 3 of those are short ones. All the other ones are the same length. Are all 3 of these the same length? Yeah. Yeah. How am I going to remember that? Well, because they're the only 3 short ones. No, actually, you can tell. Those 3 go below this surface. There's these spacers that came off of these, which will be obvious because they're holding the shroud on. So if you start tightening, you'd see you're caving the metal in. You figure it out. I don't need to make any diagrams. All right, what's under here? Woohoo! Beautiful. There's our valves. Completely stuck as expected. Get in there. Get in there. What are the chances? I'm gonna say not real good. I don't know. Oh yeah, perfectly fine, reusable. You don't need to worry about that. Oh yeah. Well, let me put this on so I got something to crank with. Come on, you can do it. No, I'll find the key and I'll push it up out of the way is what I'm gonna do. There we go. Okay. All right, so what oh. Well, let's see. How roached that surface is. Top of piston. Oh yeah. Actually, it's not bad. So, it may be that it may be that we're in business. Let's find out. Oh. Let's see. Whoop. Whoop. Does it go back down? Oh, well. It's almost cheating, isn't it? Who'da thunk it? Well, let's wipe her out a few more times. No, I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. I was going to say let's put the head back on and test for compression, but well, I think we better go ahead and drain the oil out of it, crack the case open, and see how bad that seal is, which I suspect is total garbage. Yeah, let me do that. I couldn't help myself. We gotta find out, don't we? Ooh. Oh yeah. There's compression. Some. Well, now what? Well, can you believe it? Get out of town. Well, what kind of fun's inside here? Let's find out. Actually, doesn't look that bad. Sorry, I'm blocking you from seeing it, but draining the oil out. Doesn't look that bad. A lot of it. I'll be dipped. Oh. Well. How do you like that? So, I still haven't found any identifying numbers on this thing, but somehow we gotta figure out how to crack this case open. I'm betting you we gotta take off everything on both sides, because that's how Murphy's Law works. If we want to replace that bearing, we there shouldn't be any other reason it won't run. It has compression, it has spark. I think it would run as it is, but, well, you know, if you're gonna save it and actually do something with it or sell it, that's an obvious problem. I think it's a cheap part. I don't know that, but let's find out. I really don't want to try to start it until and if I had that part. So let me get rid of this oil before I spill it all over myself and then figure out what to do. Okay. What do we know? Well, I think this is an autopsy report, as I said, but I'm not sure. I gotta still try to find which motor this is and look up the specs. I just took my gloves off. Of course, I had to stick my hand directly in filth. Anyhow, all that area is scored up. I can't tell if that's a bushing or if that's the engine case. Seemed like it's the actual engine case. At least it seems like that on the other side, but I'm not sure. I gotta look. Pretty sure. And if it is the case, then I don't see how there's anything you can do about it. Because it's not just the aluminum case. If you look at the crank over here, so that's the flywheel side, it is heavily scored. Can you see that on the camera? The journal over there looks pretty good, but I don't think you could get those grooves out of there without removing quite a bit of material. And then I don't know how you would get a bushing to fit in there, or if it's worth it. It probably is not, but just for fun, I'm gonna look up online and see what I can't find about this engine. Be back in a minute. Well, there's nothing for it. I looked. I was right. The case is the bushing. It's as good as it gets. So it's either shot or it's not. I don't know. The only thing to do is put it back together and clean the carburetor, see if it starts. If it starts and runs, it starts and runs. And then I guess somebody could use it until it breaks. Or if I come across another 3.5 horse engine, I guess I can put it on there. The way the belt arrangement is, can you see it in there? You kind of, I think, need the pulleys, but only for reverse. So if you don't care about reverse, you can put any engine you want on it, because it seems like all the other common engines I can find do not use the 2 gears on the backside. They don't have that camshaft gear. Is that what it is? Well, they don't have the other gear back there, so yeah, camshaft gear. That is correct. All right, let's put it back together. Well, boys and girls, let this be a lesson. Sometimes your fancy pants impact breaker that you're bragging on, it's just too much. We snapped the shaft right off. There's no way to get this put back on there. Whew. How do you like that? I mean, I'd probably put the nut halfway on there and call it a day and get it to start with something. But yeah, she's pooched. Okay, so the latest is, I can't believe I did that, but I did it. I'm gonna drill a hole and tap it and have a nut that at least hold on the recoil starter part, because look at the carburetor. The carburetor was actually quite clean. So that whole assembly, with the exception of this crack, is fine, and it doesn't matter anyways. Put a washer on there that spreads the strain around, and it's got gaskets now in there and in there. I believe the carburetor will function okay. So if I get the flywheel on there, yeah, the crankshaft is sloppy. It doesn't have much life left, but well, we can play with it. I at least want to be able to start it up and play with it. Get it going. I can still sell it as long as I'm honest and tell people that's what's going on. I suspect it will run how long it will go. I mean, it lasted many years to get to the state it's in. I mean, I heard the one guy say that bought the last one that buying one like this used costs about as much as it does to rent one for a weekend for your garden, so you might as well just buy one. If you get 2 seasons out of it, you're ahead. But I suspect that once this gets running, it will probably do fine for a while unless you're really beating it hard. If not, then so be it. But I want to make it chooch, so let's proceed with drilling and tapping. I don't want to talk about it, but it's happening. Dude, I know how pathetic it is, but something's better than nothing. I didn't want to go any bigger and reduce the strength further, but, well, we're hoping that's good enough. You already saw me take it apart, so you don't even see me put it back together. It's just putting the shroud on. Hopefully, now I'll show you this part. Hopefully this will get in there, whoop, and have enough strength to hold that on there such that these ears catch, which they should. Yeah, you can't see it, but see the dimples there? They catch these lugs. Hopefully that way there's not much torque on the bolt that's actually pulling on those ears. That's what I hope, but hey, if I blow it up, I think it was already deceased because of that there. We'll see. Well, there's nothing left but the scary part. Might as well get it over with. I just reassembled everything. I did put a fuel shutoff and a fuel filter in here, and I flushed the gas tank out. That's it. Made all the connections. Put a spark plug in it. I don't know if it's the right kind. I tried looking it up, couldn't get a straight answer, at least in the amount of time that I spent. But I know it doesn't hit, so fuel on, right? Cool. It's happening. It's happening. You guys are kind of in the way of the operation here. Where do I want the throttle? I guess right where the throttle's at. Let me give it full throttle. Alright, that's all the way full. Hopefully fuel's getting to the carburetor. Well. Oh, dumbass, didn't have it choked. Shutoff works. Good. I'm gonna run it out of fuel, I think.
can't hardly believe that that one came back to life, but well, you saw it. All right. Well, hey, thanks for watching. I'll just be honest with whoever I'm selling it to. I say it does work. I don't know for how long, but yeah, nice. It's nice when accidental something works and didn't explode and make screeching sounds. All right. Thanks for watching.